Cathie Wood makes an exciting statement by saying, "We are just in a very interesting environment because of the monetary instability of the whole world." As she added, "We all are witnessing what happened due to COVID, and we have to try to get all this under control. And if at the end of the year we will stabilize almost 0% each year, growth chances are this line drop toward 2 to 3%. That was only seen in the 90s once, and after that, hell broke loose all around the world." Bitcoin's events took an unbelievable turn that shocked everyone. Amazingly, Bitcoin's biggest seller just flipped to a buyer. Grayscale Bitcoin BTC seems very positive inflows for the first time in about 80-ish days. See yourself. You have to glance at it, and as you can clearly see, it is when the ETFs launched. This is almost 80 days of analysis after flipping bullish. That's why Cathie Wood calls it an interesting environment around us, and it's simply by monetary instability around this world. She also added, "Of course, in emerging markets, anyone with an amazing connection to the internet, now it is pretty much may establish or easily buy an insurance policy in the form of Bitcoin." Now you need to clearly understand that Bitcoin will double in 1 quarter if it goes from almost $40,000 to just more than $70,000 just due to the ETF pressure. As we all see that happen, net Bitcoin ETF flows have been largely positive. You must have an idea that the grayscale that is showing in blue color on the screen has just been selling. However, Bitcoin rallied from $40,000 to $70,000 despite the immense selling from this grayscale. The ETF has seen net inflows grayscale that has been seeing outflows. That is until today, after a prolonged duration of continuous outflows, Grayscale's Bitcoin Believes exchange traded fund ETF recorded its first day of net inflow. However, this amazing momentum appears after almost 17.5 billion in outflows since the 11 spots Bitcoin ETFs launched in January. If we talk about the Grayscale positive inflows, so it went from below to up, which means it starts from under $40,000 to more than $70,000, just because of net positive inflows. You can see this data of Grayscale is for selling billions of Bitcoins. Now, net inflows rapidly increasing so much hard as compared to this biggest seller of Bitcoin just turning into a buyer. But mind that, there is also a chance that Bitcoin may fall to lower sometime in the next month. It is possible Bitcoin will hit $52,000 or $53,000, but also possible that the more time that passes, the more likely Bitcoin will break up. That is why Bitcoiners persevere and continue to battle on. It's about sovereign freedom of money versus the centuries-old monopoly on money. It's ultimate freedom and ownership of wealth versus a system where each of us has to ask permission to guard value. Whatever concerns some may have about the environmental impact of hashing or a deflationary monetary policy, these are actually net benefits that make Bitcoin a superior money. We want others to enjoy that benefit as well. While it also seems strange to financial and media elites in some countries, liberal democracies must also continue to make the case for Bitcoin for those who don't have another option. This means more Bitcoin conferences in places across Asia, the African continent, and South America. So that more immediate use cases for Lightning wallets, on and off ramps at merchants, and better training and resources at the ground level. However, when Bitcoin comes to $70,000, so it may come above $770,000 by pushing up against time-ups and also above all the time highs. Cathie Wood, the founder and CEO of ARK Invest, has been a vocal supporter of Bitcoin. In her recent interview, Wood reiterated her prediction that Bitcoin could hit $1 million within the next 5 years, particularly in the aftermath of the latest Bitcoin halving event. This means, as more institutional investors allocate funds to Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency's price could potentially reach new heights. She also cites Bitcoin's predictable monetary policy as the main reason for her firm's conviction in the digital asset's long-term value. Unlike traditional fiat currencies, which are subject to the decisions of central banks, Bitcoin operates on a mathematical monetary policy that is hard-coded into its software. This predetermined schedule of supply reductions, which is called halving, appears approximately every 4 years and is designed to control inflation. Wood argues that this predictability and transparency make Bitcoin an attractive alternative to the volatility and unpredictability of central bank policies. Bitcoin is also increasing traction in emerging markets as a hedge against currency devaluation. With global monetary instability on the rise, individuals in countries experiencing significant currency fluctuations are turning to Bitcoin as a means of preserving their wealth. Now let's see the most interesting and renewed interest in Bitcoin ETF inflows, so the total Bitcoins held by these ETFs start increasing. And after that, again, Bitcoin may break $100,000. That will happen. All bets are off. All hell is just about to break loose just because Bitcoin and crypto are not confined to America. Simply, these are a global asset. As we all know, Bangladesh is also buying coins and ETFs, and they are also launching Bitcoin and Ethereum spot Bitcoin ETFs all around the world. However, Hong Kong has recently, but plenty of others, and their markets are small. However, in Europe and North America, the skeptics focus Bitcoin on the environmental impact, the harsh supply cap, and concerns about tax evasion or criminal activity. It has nothing to do with the true utility of Satoshi's innovation. Sovereign, sound money divorced from any state or company control. On the other hand, skepticism of government institutions is also a given in a country with low social trust and rampant inflation. Take Argentina or Lebanon. In most liberal democracies, central bank chiefs and finance ministers have their words read as gospel to a plethora of financial media, government bureaucracies, and key opinion makers. As Bitcoin continues to mature as an asset class, its potential as a global hedge against monetary chaos cannot be overlooked. While skeptics may argue that Bitcoin's price volatility makes it an unsuitable investment, proponents point to its long-term growth trajectory and increasing institutional adoption as evidence of its staying power. While the future of Bitcoin remains uncertain, the recent shift in investor sentiment and the growing recognition of its unique monetary properties suggest that the digital asset may be on the cusp of a new era of growth. As more investors, both institutional and individual, allocate funds to Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency's price could reach new heights, potentially even surpassing the $1 million mark predicted by Cathie Wood. Well, what has made Bitcoin hit the 73K level, and how should this rally be approached, are questions that have intrigued investors worldwide. So, the main reason for Bitcoin prices to rise is strong inflows into the spot Bitcoin ETFs, which the Securities and Exchange Commission approved only recently. The information services company told The Block that as of February 29, 2024, spot Bitcoin ETFs witnessed a daily total net inflow of nearly $678.67 million, with BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale majorly contributing to the Bitcoin ETF volumes. However, according to The Block, which is a business intelligence firm, MicroStrategy has significantly expanded its digital assets portfolio, surpassing BlackRock. MicroStrategy currently holds 205,000 BTC, valued at approximately $821.7 million, while BlackRock currently holds 197,943 BTC. Britain's financial watchdog also declared that they would let recognized investment exchanges launch crypto-backed exchange-traded notes, becoming the latest regulator to smooth the path for digital assets. The Financial Conduct Authority states that these products would only be available for professional investors, for example, credit institutions and investment firms authorized to operate in financial markets. However, experts believe that the Bitcoin halving event in April 2024 has also heightened the market's sentiment toward Bitcoin reaching new heights. Market participants anticipate BTC to surpass all previous highs and make a remarkable jump to set new records. Cathie Wood also cleared in her interview that the United States and around is controlled by human beings when we went off the gold exchange standard in and closed the gold window in the US in 1971. Monetary policy that just became unhinged, and it also has been unhinged ever since, although human beings have tried to contain the inflationary ramifications and they take it too far. Both ways, and at this time, they are taking it too far on the downside. Well, if you liked this interesting video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you can stay tuned for the latest updates. We'll catch you soon. Goodbye for now.